Profits is proud to be sponsored by Game of Silks. Go to silks.io to get in the game. Real ownership, real races, real rewards.
What's up, horse racing fans, and welcome to Keats Cash Plays, where we try to find value play horses, hopefully at a price of 5-1 or higher, come post time. And my name is Keith, and you can find me at the handle Each Every Stride on X Twitter. And remember to hit the like button and subscribe to Trust the Profits. All the support is greatly appreciated. I appreciate you guys tuning in. It's been quite the journey. We've 8 weeks in the books now of Keats Cash Plays. Been all over North America, just really trying to find those value horses. You know, as I mentioned, 5-1 or higher come post time. And we've really seen some great trends. And as the start of week 9, in the money results are in. And look at us here. We got 12 horses out of 34 horses have now hit the trifecta. So in the money at least. So that's a nice 35% clip. And you got to remember, these are the price horses. So, you know, obviously we want to pick a winner every time, but we're really trying to create this value. And, you know, we've seen a lot of these horses bet down at post time too. And that's exactly my next point here is that we've seen a lot of movement on the tote board with these horses. Usually they're getting bet down from a rather large morning line. So we're on to something here with the PPs. We've seen that these horses have run well in the past, different services and, you know, different trainer angles that I've found, and, you know, even some pedigree plays too. And also our percentage is up since week 5. So we're just on the trend up, you know, moving up here every day, you know, keep trucking along as a horse player. So we're really seeing some positive results here with the cash plays. And, you know, one of my main angles here is I'm looking at races where I feel like a favorite, you know, may not be the strongest favorite, and we're really trying to form an opinion on a price in that race. That's the value that I'm really trying to create, and I have some of those examples for you coming up here. And for episode 9 here, we're going back to the bayou. As you see my background here, this is actually a picture that I took at Churchill Downs when I went to the Kentucky Derby. So just thought it was a cool picture, and you know, we're going to be back on the turf for a Churchill track. It's going to be at Fairgrounds. So this is going to be for Fairgrounds on Saturday. They have an action-packed card. You know, we got the 5 stakes races on the card, and of course the featured Lecomte Stakes for 3-year-olds. And this is really the start. You know, really, I would say the official start of the road to kick off, you know, the 150th running of the Kentucky Derby. So I just thought it was fitting with this background. And really, we're getting, the preps are going to be underway now. And you're going to be hearing a lot about the horses. And, you know, we've seen the leaderboard with the Kentucky Derby points. I think it's really going to start to ramp up now that we're actually in the middle of January. So, you know, the weather looks good. The forecast looks good. So I'm really looking to talk about 3 horses that I've found. Mostly these horses are going to be used in the undercard. So maybe you could actually build a pick 5, pick 4, and you know, maybe consider some of the value horses that I'm going to talk to you about with you guys. All right, so we're going to go right to the PPs here. I'm actually going to look right at this Fairgrounds race 6. And this is going to be for 6 furlongs, a maiden race. And we're looking at some nice horses here, looking to break the maiden. I actually have my eye on a horse here. It's going to be number 5, Oh My Mia. And look at us. We actually have the morning lines with the PPs. So appreciate Fairgrounds coming out with the PPs so early. Really makes content, creators like me and all the other people on Trust the Profits and, you know, everybody in the horse racing, video feeds and everything really makes our job a lot easier to really dig deep into these PPs and really see we can really find some good angles with these horses. So this is a 3-year-old filly, and this is a 3-year-old filly trained by Tom Amos. And you have Corey Lannery aboard for the ride. So let's look a little bit further here about this horse. This horse really caught my eye. So let's take a look here. Now this horse ran, as I look a little bit further here at the PPs. Yep, this horse ran on December 16th, and actually faced a lot of horses in this race, in this particular race from December 16th. And you also have a lot of first-time starters in this race too. So though it was a pretty wide open race, I'm looking at the races that are kind of wide open to find this value cash play. And as you see here, as I look a little further here at Oh My Mia, who's an 8-1 morning line, I caught a sloppy track on debut at Churchill. This was a much tougher class of, higher maiden class there. And then, it goes to Churchill again, actually faces another tough class, and then goes to the Fairgrounds, cuts back to 6 furlongs again, but gets another sloppy track. And now this horse is actually really hasn't been breaking too well. And as you see the lines here, we got first start is, let's see what we have here for you. We got brushed at the start. And then another one here we have is bumped and pitched. So then looks like a third one is bumped at the start again. So I'm hoping maybe 4 times the charm as far as getting a cleaner break. Now, what caught my eye about Oh My Mia is, I'm going to pull up the PPs a little further here for you, is that this horse actually broke poorly again. However, really gained a lot of ground late for Corey Landry, and lost by only a length and a quarter, and came in second place. And really nice. I thought it was actually a great effort. Really maybe figured out something here for the first time after breaking slowly. And with these conditions that this horse is raced in, these sloppy conditions, as I mentioned, we're supposed to have nice, clear skies. And I just actually looked at the weather app, and we're looking nice and sunny and clear. So this horse should not have any problem with any slop come Saturday. And you also get the best jockey, trainer jockey combo, easier for you to say, is that this was a 32% clip out of the entire race. So that really stood out to me too. I mean, you got Tom Amos and Corey Landry hitting at a 32% clip together. And I like the workouts too. I mean, I really like, as far as these workouts, this horse actually comes back. Let's look a little bit further here for you. Let's see here. This horse actually comes back with 3 workouts from that December 16th race. So I thought that was impressive. It always catches my eye. Maybe a month is for 3 workouts. That's a good sign that this horse is actually training well and got right back on the work tab. So like Oh My Mia as a price there, this is going to be for race 6 Saturday at Fairgrounds. All right, and let's see. Now, I just wanted to bring up another point about this horse here. Let's see what else we have here for you. Now, yeah, I just thought with the workout pattern, cleaner break. I think that's the key for this horse here. This horse, if anything, can just break maybe a little slow, but the last couple of times have just caught a lot of traffic at the beginning. And I'm hoping with a nice 5-post could really work out a nice trip. So, Oh My Mia, I think, this is the son of, for Quality Road. So I really thought that this horse actually had a look here for race 6. All right, we're going to move it along here. We got race 7. We're going to go right to the next race. And I actually might even put a daily double in honor of my friend Colin Sheenan for this sequence here. So we're going to look at race 7 for you. All right, this is going to be for 1 mile on the turf. So as I mentioned, we're getting back to the turf racing here, full swing. And let's look. I actually have a price in mind here for you guys. All right, we're going to go right to a horse here that I like. So let's look at this horse here. Yeah, this is actually Wonderful Justice. Now, this is very rare you get a Brad Cox horse at 10-1 morning line with Florent Giroux as the jockey. So right there kind of caught my eye. This horse is running off of the layoff, but I just thought there was a lot of good angles, and I'll explain to you why. This horse really had a look for me here. So let's look at this a little bit further at the PPs. All right, so last ran in Pimlico in May. So definitely getting the big break, but coming off of the layoff. But as you know, for Brad Cox, that's one of his biggest angles is that, this is a huge sample size here as we're looking here a little further, is that this horse is, for Brad is he's 23% with horses, of this sample size, a big sample size of 344 runners. Big angle for Brad there with the horses. He knows how to get the horses ready off of the layoff. And it's a very solid strike rate. Now, you're also getting a cutback in distance here, which I like off of the layoff. And, you get Florent Giroux, so you obviously know this combo of Brad and Flo. And then as far as, I just thought it was going to be maybe a wake-up call. Now, they do say sometimes these horses need one off of the layoff, but I just thought maybe Brad could have this horse ready. I actually handicapped this race about 2 days ago, and we didn't even have the morning lines on this one. So this is a 10-1 morning line for Wonderful Justice. So I really like that as well. And then let's take a look a little bit further here. We got the workout tab. All right, we got the workout tab here. Now, this is a horse coming off of a layoff. One of the biggest things I look at for horses off of the layoff is this horse fits the criteria is that there's no real gaps in workout pattern here. So it really just says to me there's no issues with the horse. Horse is working well, steadily on the comeback trail. So really like that. I like that. We got November 16th, 24th, 1st. Now we have a little bit of a break here in the 15th. That didn't bother me too much because we got right back on the tab after that. So nice buildup of 4 furlong workouts. Thought this horse had a look as well. So that's a Wonderful Justice here. That's going to be for race 7, Saturday at the Fairgrounds. All right, and then we're going to go to race 9. I'm actually going to sprinkle in one. I had to sprinkle in one of the stakes races for you guys. So let's look here a little bit further. Really looking forward to this card. Saw throughout the entire card, I really thought it was a stacked card with a lot of familiar names that we've seen through the years. And, even as I mentioned, the Lecomte stakes are loaded stake cards. So, all right, let's look a little bit further here for you. Yep, race 9. Let's pull up a horse I liked here as well. All right, we're going to go right to race 9 here. And I'm looking at a horse that got claimed by Robert Diodoro, and this is Fancy Martini. All right, so for Fancy Martini, let's pull up some stats here for you. So this is a 5-year-old mare who was 6 for 15 lifetime. And now, as I mentioned, Diodoro claimed this horse for $50,000 on November 3rd. And this angle, I'm sure you guys know, is that Diodoro hits 20% off of the claim. So you got to like that. And then also off of a 78-day layoff, which Fancy Martini has here, Diodoro hits at 18% off of a similar layoff here of, 78 days. So like those strike rates, really good angles there. I thought another cool angle is that you get James Graham aboard, which I don't have any history here in the PPs and no real combo of Diodoro and Graham. I just thought it was interesting because James Graham is usually on this horse for the other connections too. So made me actually interested even more that, maybe James Graham had some options in this race. And he said, hey, I know this mare and I know, she's in a new barn now, but it's quite interesting that he actually got the ride in the Diodoro connections now. So like that angle as well. And I know this is a step up from the allowance optional claiming, but I really like it. This is going to be facing some tough horses here, but I really like the running lines. So one of my big angles is that these horses, they run well, usually no matter what. They try to run in the money. We have a 6-1 morning line here. So let's look a little bit further here. She's also made $200,000 at this distance. So let's go back to the beginning of the description of the race here. We got 1 mile and 16th on the turf. She's made 200,000 at this distance. That's the most of anybody in this field. So she's the top earner in this field. And I like that. I like the experience and maybe the refreshing with the Diodoro claim angle and James Graham going aboard. I really like that as well. I think this horse actually has a live look. And so just to review here, let's take a look. I just mentioned I like Oh My Mia at race 6 at 8-1 morning line. And then race 7, we have 10-1 morning line for Wonderful Justice, Brad Cox horse. And then race 9, we do have Fancy Martini, who's 6-1 morning line. So, I know obviously we have a big stakes card. These are some other horses that I felt like you could actually consider and really use. And, like I said, maybe build a pick 4, pick 5, and, add one of these horses. You never know, could get home one day with this. Appreciate you guys really joining me. It's always so fun to, hear feedback on social media from you, and appreciate all the support. And, it's really been fun, as I said, trying to find these horses and keeping track of the stats. And, I'm going to have some guests on, and, we're growing the show each week. And, I wasn't on last week, but, Iron Man streak was broken, but I'm back now, episode 9. And, this isn't going to be like Star Wars, like the end of the saga. The saga is going to continue, and appreciate again you guys all joining me. And remember to keep cashing those tickets and keep it moving. Good luck on Saturday. Take care.